just delete that one tab. We're good. Okay, now you're good now. Alright, love you. Are y'all staying up here or no? We are home. If you see Julia, are you going downstairs? Oh. I'll say if you see Julia, tell her I'm up here. Riley. Barnes. Oh, that's what I forgot to do. Do not disturb.
Wait, so we're both the Lobos?
Yep, it's two Lobos teams going right now. See if you can sit down there. You don't have to sit up here. I was just putting it up there so it could see more. Yeah, Mike will be fine, probably.
You're my little baby. Why are you so light?
Hey, y'all two can't be loud up here, okay?
The other thing I have is this.
Oh, is it? Up on it. That's fine. Will you look at that stream real quick, and that'll have to take it down and like connect your AirPods to it. Good throw. Wow.
Let's go. How do I do it?
Let me see. So you should just have to click the link. Refresh this real quick. Did you go to the link I put in the group me?
Mm-hmm.
Should be it. It might take a second. It was working perfect earlier. Right to. Maybe it's because I put my do not disturb on.
It's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay. What does it look like on YouTube then? Okay, I mean that's all I can ask for. I guess I don't. That's why I sent the. I got it underneath it. That's why I sent the YouTube one. If you'll put a message and group me that the YouTube link is good. So you don't know what the clip for this thing is?
No, I put it all off the charger. I put it in here.
I just got to keep an eye on my phone because it'll die. It's only at like 50%.
You mean the clip? Oh, like a clip?
Yeah, like for this, yeah. It didn't have one?
I didn't have it.
Oh.
This charger?
Yes. Because it has to plug into this thing. There you go, foul ball. What the hell just happened? That should be charging now. Okay, perfect. Okay. I mean, because I usually clip this thing up to my hat.
I didn't see this clip where you were in the...
Oh, it's going at least. There we go. All right. No, it's good. We're good. Will you pull the? Do you have your AirPod in? It's gonna. Will you just put it in real quick to see if it can hear me? Is it connected? Can you hear that? It's like 30 seconds behind, so. Outside. You can hear me on here? How's the wind? Bad? None? Cool. All right. It's good. All right. So it's all good. That if you'll put in group me, just that it the YouTube link is probably easier to get to, and we should be good after that. Too much. Hey, down at the ground. Alrighty, welcome to everyone here joining us live at Scrapyard Sports for bracket play here for your 13U Lobos Black team. Had some technical difficulties to start this one out, but we're up here in the top of the first right now. A 3-0 count with one out here. Runners on second and third. Lobos looking to work out of a jam with Clayton Barnes on the mound. As Barnes puts that one in there for a strike right down Main Street. And two bloopers that got the Lobos Gold team, Little Texas Leaguers, over the second base side as they advanced on a wild throw from Braylon Mortar, who's behind the plate today, number 21. As Barnes gets the signs, gets set from the stretch here. And it's a good shot there. Popped up over towards the third base line. A little bit of room there, and he makes the play. Good catch from the third baseman there, as that'll give the Lobos their second out. As they're looking to work out of a jam. Sunday morning here, this game started a little bit earlier than the noon start time. As coming in the bat for Lobos Gold, going to be number 7, for Lobos Gold. That ball just a little bit outside there, as it's a 1-0 count. Barnes making quick work of the last two hitters there. And Barnes set, delivers one right over the middle. Foul tipped off right behind home plate. That ball's going to come back down. 1-1 the count here for Barnes. As your Lobos Black working 1-1 yesterday after a close game to start out the day, winning 8-6 against Cypress Elite, ultimately falling to the Warriors in their second game, putting them here in bracket play at noon. As Barnes again gets the sign from the stretch. Delivers an off speed over the middle of the plate, just a little bit too low. 2-1 now the count with 2 outs here in the top of the first. Beautiful day out here, just a little bit of a breeze. If the camera's shaking for you a little bit, sorry we couldn't do anything about the net. Can't hang it here off the scrapyard as Barnes delivers that one just a bit outside and low there. 3-1 now the count as Barnes looking to come back here. Hard to believe it's the middle of November, almost the middle of November, and it's still 80 degrees outside here on the outskirts of Houston, Texas. That one just a bit too low. Good stop behind the plate from Mortar as ball 4 will now load the bases for the Lobos. Any base is hot. Mortar takes a time here as he'll go talk to his pitcher, Barnes. And just some updates from around the world. If you're an NFL fan, this morning, the Washington Commanders and the Miami Dolphins playing the first game in Spain, in Madrid, Spain this morning. When we left the house, we'll get an update for you. That one should be over as all the noon games on your slate right now getting set to start. And we're set to go back now. Number 4 from the left side here for Lobos Gold as Barnes from the stretch now delivers one right down Main Street again. Gets ahead in the count. 0-1 now here for Barnes. As getting ahead early and often will be a key here as the Lobos Gold team here coming out swinging pretty hot here in the top of the first. Barnes again delivers one just a bit outside there. 1-1 the count for Barnes and the Lobos Black team. Barnes gets the sign, comes set, delivers one again. This one just going to be a bit high. Mortar looks back, the runner at third. It's 2-1 now here. As Barnes delivers that one just a bit too high there as it's 3-1 now the count. 2 outs here in the top of the first. As the Lobos Black, Clayton Barnes trying to work out of a jam.
31.
0-0 the score here. Barnes with a good shot, little slow roller to first base. He'll take that to the bag himself as the Lobos Black work out of a jam. 0-0 here going into the bottom of the first. A good inning from Clayton Barnes. Good defensive play there from the first baseman. Taking it by himself, and we'll be back here for the bottom of the first. I wish I would have had the lineup. Or is it on there? Yeah, pulled it up on box score. All right. Barnes first.
Clayton.
Yes, got that one. Hold on, I think I have to. Wonder, choose on deck batter. Jason.
Yeah.
Choose batter. Okay. I wonder if there's a way lineup. There we go. Okay, who's after Jason?
Kip.
Kip. Good.
Matt.
Raz. How do you say his last name? Razzo. Next.
Mason Gunner.
Mason Gunn.
Dylan.
Rodriguez.
Braylon.
Braylon's after Dylan.
Gauge.
Better. Where is he? He should be. Oh, I have to add hitter. Oops. There we go. Gage Fetter. Sorry. Okay.
Ben Wilson.
Ben Wilson. Next.
Hudson LeBlanc.
And then Broderick. No. Broderick's not here. That's it? That's it. Okay, sorry. All right, we're good. All right, we should be good. Thank you, ma'am. Good doing business with you. Peyton, where's Riley? Will you go get her phone? Tell her to come here. I need her phone real quick. Hurry up. Actually, you know what? It might not be that bad. Hold on. How do I go from app to app on here?
Oh, do you have her phone?
And this is Braylon's.
Oh.
So just hold it and it does that?
Just hold it.
Okay, thank you. On the bump for the Gold Lobos, number 24. Looks to be throwing some heat here in between innings. Starting off the inning now for the Lobos Black will be number 12, Clayton Barnes, hitting the on-deck circle. Number 3, Jason Hurt. As again, an update from Madrid. The Dolphins win that one on a walk-off field goal, as that'll move them to 4-6 on the season. No other notable scores right now as all those noon games getting underway. You've got the Bengals and the Steelers facing off in a divisional rivalry. The Chargers at the Jags. Bucks at the Bills. A good one for Josh Allen to make a comeback off of that Miami game. It's good. You can go give it back to her. I got it on Braylon's. Sorry. Bears and the Vikings in a divisional round as well, in a divisional game. The Texans facing the Titans. No C.J. Stroud today, as well as the Panthers at the Falcons and the Packers at the Giants. And we're here getting set to go. In the bottom of the first now, Clayton Barnes leading us off. Barnes doing a great job working out of that jam in the first with the bases loaded to get out 0-0. As the first pitch bounces in front of home plate. Ball one there. And a hot shot right there over the middle of the plate. 1-1 now the count. As Barnes steps in from the right side here. Another hot shot. That one high and inside now. 2-1 the count. As Barnes looking to give him a leadoff runner.
Thank you so much.
And 24 comes hot there. Barnes gets a piece of it, fouls it off. As 2-2 now the count. A lot of heat coming from the pitchers from the Lobos Gold right now, looking for someone to pull the string now, catch them off balance. Barnes set in the box now. Pitcher comes set from the stretch. And that one again, that one right at the letters as the umpire with a called strike 3 there. First out of the inning for the Lobos Gold. And stepping into the box, number 3, Jason Hurt. On deck now will be number 1, Kip Wallace. Julia, is it still going? Yeah, okay. If you just keep an eye on like the YouTube just to see if it's up. Little bunt there from Hurt. Goes right down the third base line. Falls just far enough outside. As that'll be strike 1 on Jason Hurt. Right idea. Got the third baseman playing even with the bag. And these two teams know each other well from the same organization, practicing at the same complex. A lot of these kids go to school together. So some friendly banter going on between both teams. And coming set from the stretch again, number 24 for the Lobos Gold. High shot, little hot there over Jason's head as the count now goes to 1-1. One out here in the bottom of the first. Lobos looking to be the first to get on the board, as this is bracket play, single elimination today here at Scrapyard Sports in Spring, Texas. As that ball comes in, a good shot from Jason Hurt to the hole. Good play from a diving shortstop there. Long throw, just a bit too high there, as Jason will stop at first base. That was a good hit from Jason there, going into the hole there. Great diving play from the shortstop there with a little bit just high throw, but keeps the runner at first. As the Lobos Black will have their first runner on. Stepping into the box now, number 1, Kip Wallace. Kip Wallace with a good timely hit yesterday, getting it going there in the first game. As Jason will take a lead from first from the stretch, coming set. Checks the runner, looks back, a high shot, a good piece of bat there. Fouls it off over towards the third baseline. 0-1 the count now. As Jason Hurt, known for his wheels, looking to steal here. Get a runner into scoring position, put some pressure on the defense now. High shot there, a good one towards second base. This will be an opportunity there. We got a 4-6-3 double play there to get out of the inning. And has a good defensive play from the Lobos Gold there. Good piece of wood there from Kip as well. Jason leaves Jason stranded after the 4-6-3 double play.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll be getting set here for the top of the second. Clayton Barnes still out to pitch. And we've got our a couple of first touchdowns for the day. As the Pittsburgh Steelers on the board first against the Cincinnati Bengals. Aaron Rodgers with a pass to Kenneth Gainwell for a touchdown. And if anybody's a Jameis Winston fan, he's getting his first start in New York today. As Devin Singletary goes to the right side for a touchdown there for his second carry of the game. Giants lead 7-0 over the Packers. Good job by the boys putting the wood on the ball here, as this is a wood bat only tournament. And umps ready to go. We'll have a throw down here. You'll see from Braylon Mortar. Clayton Barnes set at the stretch. And we'll get set to go here at the top of the second with looking for another good defensive inning from the Lobos Black here for the greatest show on turf from the greatest coach on earth. And stepping in the box now for the Lobos Gold. Number 23. Hey, what's his pass code? Yep.
Like, I gotta save it. I gotta look it up.
And we're ready to go here in the top of the second inning now. 0-0 your score is the Lobos Elite Gold playing the Lobos Elite Black. Black on the field right now in the gray jerseys. Gold in the yellow. As a swing and a miss there for number 23. Good pitch from Clayton Barnes. Gets ahead again. 0-1 the count. And that one just a little bit high there for ball one. 1-1 the count now. As looking around the diamond now. Clayton Barnes on the mound. Braylon Mortar behind the plate. At first base, number 1, Kip Wallace. At second, number 19, Mason Gunn. As Barnes delivers an off-speed pitch, just a little bit too low. Count's now going to be 2-1. At shortstop, Jason Hurt. At third is going to be number 13, Dylan Rodriguez. I can't see that far into the outfield. I'm getting a little bit older, so my vision's going. As a hot shot there, that one's going to find us just a good little spot there. As a shot at first, and that's an out. A great heads-up play there from the right fielder. That's number 14. Benjamin Wilson there with a great heads-up play to charge that ball and throw a hot shot to first and get a put out there, or get an assist for the put out. As tagging here, Benjamin Wilson on a great play there. And we've got one out now on the top of the second. Count's going to start off at 1-0. That one, the umpire says just a little bit too high. Great heads-up play again by Benjamin Wilson. Good job from Kip Wallace fielding that ball at first to get the runner out. Barnes with an off-speed, puts the end of the barrel on it. Just going to be a little bit too far outside the white line. 1-1 the count now after the foul ball off the third base side. And we got a short timeout here. Umpire trying to keep the kids safe behind the net.
One.
1-1 the count from the umpire there. Barnes coming from the windup. Off-speed pitch there, bounces at the plate. Good block from Mortar. As it's 2-1 now the count. 2 balls, 1 strike with 1 out here in the top of the second. Right side of the infield playing a little deep. Left side is in. As that one's a good fastball over the middle of the plate there. 2-2 the count now. A lot of options here for Clayton Barnes. Could waste one, could go right at him. Let's see what he decides to do. Full windup here. Brings a good off-speed pitch. Flares one off to the right side again. We're going to look at another play the same way. And that ball does not make it to first base in time. As that'll be the first runner for the inning. And that'll be a single there. Good piece of hitting for number 15. Just throws his hands out there and makes contact on the ball. Able to find a piece of green in the outfield. Looking to roll this up into the middle with Hurt. As Barnes will be coming from the stretch now. Gets a sign. Delivers a pitch. Runner going to second. Mortar with a good throw. Just a little bit too over to the left side. That'll be a stolen base. As the runner moves over in a scoring position now, Barnes delivers a ball right there. Swing and a miss there as it's 1-1 now the count. Runner with a normal lead from second there. Barnes from the stretch. Throws this one just a bit outside there. And Barnes again delivers one over the middle of the plate. Swung on and missed. 2-2 the count now. Evens it up. One out there again. Barnes looking into a good count here. Trying to get the hitter to swing and miss at something here. Runner takes a lead from second. Barnes checks him back. As that ball's delivered. And that one's a called strike 3 for Clayton Barnes right there. Looked like a little curveball to come over from the top side of the zone. Hangs up just enough to keep the hitter guessing. As stepping into the box now, number 7 for the Lobos Gold. And runner at second. 2 outs here in the top of the second. Barnes with a hot shot there. Swing and a miss there as Barnes gets ahead again. 0-1 the count. As again, Barnes may make a living here, leaving runners on base. Gets a sign from Mortar. Delivers. Runner going to third. Try to hit and run there. As the runner had a good jump on Barnes there. As it looked like the hit and run was on. Now 0-2 the count as that ball is fouled off over towards the right side outside the first baseline. Generous lead from second now. Barnes looks at him. Kicks the leg up. And we're going with a quick shot there. Mortar with a good stop behind the plate. 1-2 the count. Creeping over is the runner from second. Barnes looks at him back. Good off-speed shot there. Mortar from his knees to third base. And that's ball 2. 2-2 the count now with 2 outs in the top of the second. Lots of 2s there for you. It's a good job stopping that from the third baseman after the off-balance throw from Mortar. Big spot here for the Lobos Black. If they can get out of this again to keep the score tied 0-0. Good shot there. That one flared over the right side again. And it finds just the smallest piece. That's a put out there. And another great play from the right fielder, number 14, Ben Wilson there. As that's an out there, that'll bring us again. I'm trying to tag Ben so he gets that highlight again. As that'll flip the inning, still 0-0 here. As Matthew Razzo will lead us off here in the bottom of the second.
Not bad. It's not as hot.
So if you're a big sports fan, this is one of the best times of year going into November and December. You've got all the four major sports playing competitive games, with the NFL getting around the midpoint of the season, NBA starting, NHL starting, baseball getting ready to ramp back up as well, as winter meetings will be commencing in December. And some more updates. The Steelers still hold a 7-6 lead on the Bengals here. The Buccaneers take a 3-0 lead over the Bills. The Panthers and the Falcons fighting it out. It's 7-6 right now with the Panthers leading. They're in Atlanta. All these games still in the first quarter right now. As we're getting ready to go here again for the bottom of the second. Same pitcher out, number 24 for the Lobos Gold. Stepping into the box now, number 10, Matthew Razzo. As the first pitch he sees is a high fastball. That's going to go over everybody's head, just a bit up high. 1-0 the count for Matthew. Again, to get out of that second inning there, a couple of great plays from Benjamin Wilson at right field as 24 gets set to throw the pitch here down the pipe. That one's, again, just a bit too high. Another high fastball there as it's 2-0 the count. As one thing Lobos Gold have shown, when they get on the base pass, they will be running. So it's going to be up to Braylon Mortar to try to control that running game from behind the plate. That one going to be just a bit too low. Big 3-0 count here for Matthew Razzo. Got to be perfect for him, as we'll see if he has the green light here. That one right down Main Street with a little heat there. 3-1 now the count, as the pitcher trying to get himself back into this one. Razzo gets set, stretch from the pitcher. High fastball there, gets Razzo swinging. It's full up now here in the bottom of the second. And defensively, looks the same there as the first inning as that ball comes. Good shot there from Razzo into the hole. Diving play there from the second baseman, tries to get it. And that'll be a put out at first with the assist from right field. Razzo finds a piece of green in the outfield, but a charging right fielder makes a good play and keeps it short, holds the runner off of first there, as we're now up with number 19, Mason Gunn, stepping into the box with one out here in the bottom of the second for the Lobos Black. Bunt sign shown there, pulls it back, but that one's still called a strike by the umpire. 0-1 the count. As has the third baseman even there with the bag. And a quick word of wisdom there from Coach Hurt for Mason as he's set up now. Another fastball, that one in, brushes him off the plate just a little bit, evens up the count at 1-1.
1-1.
From the stretch again, pitcher gets loaded and Stetz throws that one over. And as Mason just misses it there, as it's 1-2 the count here in the bottom of the second. As Gunn now protecting the plate. Fastball there, gets a piece of it as it goes up and over the back of the net here behind home plate, as that'll be a foul ball. 1-2 still to count. Mason getting a good piece of that one. High ball pulls him down just a little bit there. Is now 2-2, evens it up there, trying to get back ahead as Mason Gunn here to give the Lobos their first base runner of the inning. That one just a bit high. Flares at it, which is just a little bit of it, as that'll be strike 3. With 2 down now in the bottom of the second, stepping into the box, number 13, Dylan Rodriguez. And Dylan stepping into the box, third baseman. Right down Main Street there, watches the first one go by for strike 1. And Rodriguez set again, number 24. Again from the stretch, winds one up. Maybe the first off-speed pitch we've seen here, as that'll be ball 1. It's 1-1 now here. A lot of heat being thrown from this pitcher, but that one he did pull the string on. Right back to the heat there, though, just a little bit high. 2-1 now the count. And that one bounces in front of the plate into the catcher. 3-1 the count.
3-1.
As winds up, delivers. This one's over the back. They're behind the hitter, and that'll give the Lobos their first base runner of the inning. As Dylan Rodriguez will trot his way to first. And stepping into the box now, catcher number 21, Braylon Mortar. Had a good day yesterday. They're up here. And Mortar steps into the box. 2 hits yesterday. And a good shot there at the shortstop, playing deep, though, as he'll get a fielder's choice to end the game. Or, I'm sorry, not the game, in the inning there, as we'll go to the top of the third. That fielder's choice will end it, and we'll go to the top of the third here. Still 0-0. What? Y'all can stay down there in the shade if you want. Berkeley's gone. Braylon's playing. She's here. Last I saw Peyton, she was up here. Julia.
You lost her?
Yeah. Julia. Where's Peyton next one? Oh, where? Oh, okay. I see Peyton up there.
Oh.
Sorry.
Okay, cool. You lost her.
I always do.
I've been watching him. I've been.
Sorry about that, folks. I was trying to find my children. As defensively, looks like we're coming out the same way for the Lobos Black here. Good defensive battle for both teams going on right now. It's at 0-0. A couple of good hits from both teams. As coming out to pitch again will be number 12, Clayton Barnes, to keep the inning going, or keep this streak going. I'm getting ready for some upcoming sports here in the Houston area. Coming in 2026, big baseball fans, the World Baseball Classic will be hosting games at Minute Maid Park from the months of February through April. So if you're interested in stuff like that, you should have some good Central American teams coming through to play the USA team as well as the Mexico team at it's not Minute Maid, it's Daikin Park now, home of the Houston Astros. And then following up shortly after that will be the arrival of the 2026 FIFA World Cup, which is one of the most anticipated World Cups coming to the city of Houston, as this will be the first time Houston's hosted the World Cup. As we're getting set up here again to get to the top of the third, 0-0 the score. There you go. Defensively for your Lobos Black in right field, number 14 again, Benjamin Wilson, after those 2 great plays at first base, is going to be number 1, Kip Wallace at second, number 19, Mason Gunn at short, number 3, Jason Hurt at third, number 13, Dylan Rodriguez on the bump, number 12, Clayton Barnes behind the plate, number 21, Braylon Mortar, as Barnes will come from the windup, kicks a leg. First pitch is just a bit high there. As 1-0 will be the count. I still can't tell who's in center and left. I'm sorry, guys. We'll get them their props here in a minute. As it's 1-0 the count now, starting out the third. Barnes from the windup again. Off-speed pitch there. Misses just a bit inside as it's 2-0 the count. Barnes delivers one. Just looks a little bit high there, but gets a good called strike at the top of the zone there. 2-1 the count.
2-1.
Pitcher on pitcher right now. Good duel going on as that one's just a bit outside. 3-1 the count as Barnes will look to keep the lead runner, the lead hitter off this inning. Barnes winds it up, delivers one just a bit too high. That'll be a walk. And we'll get a courtesy runner now for the pitcher who takes a walk to first. And you'll have number 7, Jet, coming on to run there. Hey. You don't got to sit up here. I'm just up here so I can be close to that thing. I'll tell you. And stepping into the box, number 11 for the Lobos Gold. As runner at first gets a good lead. Runner's going there. Good pickoff play there. As that's going to be just a bit too high. That one sails into center field. As a stolen base there for number 7, Jet, for the Lobos Gold. Puts a runner in a scoring position as that's a 1-0 count as well after the pitch out. And as we mentioned earlier, we're going to have to control the running game. Here's Jet with a couple of steps there. Good play. Good pickoff attempt there from number 12, Clayton Barnes. As the runner just able to get his hand underneath the tag. Looked good from up here. Umpire's in a good spot to make that call. As it's still 1-0 the count now with the runner on second. Here in the top of the third, Barnes with a good pitch there. Fouled off behind home plate. As that'll even up the count, 1-1 now for Clayton Barnes and the Lobos Black. Barnes from the stretch, kicks the legs, throws one just a bit outside there. That's going to make the count 2-1 with the runner on second in scoring position. Barnes done a good job of working out of jams. Defense playing well behind him to keep the score 0-0 here in the top of the third. As he gets a sign from Mortar. Mortar gets set behind the plate. That one's delivered over the plate. Swing and a miss there as it's 2-2 the count. And number 12, Clayton Barnes again, setting from the stretch there. Not a big lead there from the runner on second. Good throw there. That one's going to be just a little low and outside. It makes the count full. 3-2, 3 balls, 2 strikes with a runner on second. Mason Gunn trying to keep the runner at second. There's one out there. Jasano checking back at 2. That ball goes over to first. Good play from Kip on a high reach there, as that'll keep the runner at second. And a good job from Jason to keep that ball in front of the runner at second, as that is a good play to give the Lobos their first out here in the third inning. And stepping into the box, number 27 for the Lobos Gold. As Mason Gunn and a runner's going to third. Tried another hit and run there. That one's fouled over outside of the first baseline, as that'll be the first strike. 0-1 count here as Barnes gets ahead early. One of the greatest parts about baseball, a bunch of individual battles that determine the outcome of a full game here as Barnes ahead now in this one. A little off-speed pitch just inside there. 1-1 the count. Barnes done well. Keeping the pitch count about even. About a 50% strike-to-ball ratio at this point. Only allowed one walk here. That was to the opposing pitcher. That's a good off-speed pitch there into the gap there. Good track there. As that runner's going to third. We'll have a play at third. Good fake there. Oh, and just a miss there from Dylan at third. Great play from Ben Wilson there as the runner will advance on a sac fly. Ben Wilson with another great play, tracking that ball well into the outfield. 2 outs here now. And the top of the third, stepping into the box for the Lobos Gold will be number 1. With a runner threatening at third with 2 outs now in the top of the third. Good pitch from Barnes. He's got a piece of his arm there. And that's only the second free base allowed by Clayton Barnes there. As now you'll have a quick bag in the middle and at first now. No force at home as the Lobos needing just 1 out to get out of this. Another jam facing Clayton Barnes on the Lobos black. Time called by Coach Hurt here. He'll go visit with Clayton Barnes at the mound. First coach's time out here to go visit the mound as well. First mound visit. Again, another great play from the right fielder, number 14, Benjamin Wilson, with a good track into the gap there. Had a good throw on a good line there. Just a bit late on the tag there from Dylan Rodriguez at third. They'll get one of those here. Next time they get that opportunity, they'll be able to make that play as Mortar will walk back behind the plate. Barnes set up on the bump. Hurt walking back into the dugout as we're ready to go here to get this back underway. Runners on first and third, top of the third, 2 outs here. 0-0 count as he goes for it there, and he's going to get him. And that runner is called safe at second as that'll advance another runner into scoring position there. Looked like he had him on the back there. And we'll get a courtesy runner now going out to second base. Courtesy for the catcher. So now the only force out at first here for the Lobos black, needing to get out of this one unscathed is Clayton Barnes. As we 1-0 the count. 2-0 that one just a little bit low and outside. And Barnes gets the sign, likes what he sees, kicks the leg, puts one up and over. That one's just a bit too high. 3-0 the count. As Barnes working to get back into this one with the hitter number 24 into the box. And that one at the letters. Get a called strike there. 3-1 the count for Clayton Barnes and the Lobos black. And Barnes from the stretch again. Kicks a leg, puts one over the top. That one shot, a hot shot at Jason Hurt with a good charge on the ball. Puts a throw across the diamond. As we'll take 4 outs into that one. Good play from Jason Hurt over to the first baseman, Kip Wallace. As again, the Lobos black get out of that one unhurt. It is 0-0 now going into the bottom of the third. You're going to dive from the heat up here? Y'all can go down there. What did y'all on these waters for? Y'all got Gatorade. Oh my gosh. Oh, terrible. Terrible.
one more hit, and then I need to go get some water. That's not a foul.
No,
I'm making it up.
I don't have my phone, Ash. I'm using Braylon's phone.
Oh.
I forgot his code. Riley, hook me up.
You said you're really good.
Okay, so it's working.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
She's gonna tell me if it's
That's all I care. Okay. Yes, beautiful. Huh? Cold? I mean, my water's not that cold. Did you not get a Gatorade pop? Why didn't you get one? You should have got one. Give one. I don't know what to tell you. And all right, we're back underway here now with Lobos Black. Trying to get on the board here. Home team in this one, as the first pitch will be an off-speed pitch that breaks down into the strike zone. 0-1 the count, as into the box, number 34, Gage Fetter. Looking to get something started here in the bottom of the third. And changes up the speed there. Gets Fetter swinging as it's 0-2 the count. Little off-speed to fastball now. A lot of heat coming from number 24 to start this one out. Mixing in some off-speed now with it. As tries for another off-speed, releases it just a bit too high. It's 1-2 the count. And coming set again, number 24 from the bump. That one just a bit too high. Says 2-2 the count, evens it up for Gage Fetter, as he'll be looking to get on and put some pressure on this Lobos Gold defense. And gets a piece of that one. Fouls it off in front of the plate. Goes over to the third base line. Evened up count, 2-2 now. Fetter looking to get on base. Good shot there. Right back at the pitcher. Fields his position. Trots over to first. And that's an assist to a put out to the first baseman, number 15. As coming in now, number 14, Benjamin Wilson, with a few great plays out there in right field. Getting a couple of assists going into first base, and then a good track over into the gap as he attempted to get the runner trying to pick off at third. As we'll see if he can keep the good streak going into the batter's box now. And that one sails just a bit too high there. 1-0 the count for Benjamin Wilson. Ben steps out, gets a sign from Coach Hurt. As the defense playing just a bit deep here on Wilson. Good shot there, going to the second base hole. Fielded by the second baseman. Nice, easy throw over to first, and that'll be the second out of the inning. As the Lobos Gold retire, another Lobos Black hitter coming in now will be number 27, Hudson LeBlanc. And tiny but mighty here, LeBlanc steps in as 2 outs now facing the Lobos Black. As a hot shot there, just a bit too high, ball one. And set up again from the stretch. Looks to bring it down. Broken bat sounds like coming off the tip of that. Charging third baseman makes a good play over as LeBlanc is retired. And right on the handle, as that's going to be it for that bat. Only bad part about a wood bat tournament, you're going to get broken bats. Has a good play. There it is. And that's one of the best parts about wood bat tournaments. You get a broken bat, you might as well break it over your leg. As the umpire assists Hudson with that. As it's still 0-0 here, going into the top of the fourth.
Sorry, Mom. I know you weren't feeling good earlier, but you're right at bat.
As we'll get a change now here, as going into first base will be number 10, Matthew Razzo, into center field, number 34, Gage Fetter, still at right field, number 14, Benjamin Wilson, still 19 at second base, Mason Gunn. On the bump, still Clayton Barnes, Jason Hurt, and Dylan Rodriguez rounding out the left side of the infield. I'm sorry, Gage Fetter will be going in the left. And out at center field, number 27, Hudson LeBlanc. After he has the first broken bat of the tournament here. Clayton Barnes again on the bump for this inning, top of the fourth, done well so far. Has done well working out of jams, gotten ahead quite a bit. Again, ball to strike ratio hovering right around 50%. And some good defensive plays behind him. As a pitcher, you have to trust the 9 behind, the 8 behind you, or I'm sorry, the 7 behind you. And his teammates have done well as we'll get a throw down here from Braylon Mortar. And we're all set again here to go in the top of the fourth. Again, 0-0 score. Great defensive battle. You don't see that very much in these younger 13U and 12U tournaments as you're looking to get runners on base and score. Great defensive plays from both sides so far. Stepping into the box for Lobos goal, number 11. And we'll get ready to go from Clayton Barnes. Barnes with a fastball on the outside corner of the plate. Just misses there. 1-0 the count. Again, in at first, Matthew Razzo, number 10, getting his first defensive play of this game. And has a windup there from Barnes. That one right down Main Street. A good fastball there as the count goes to 1-1. And we've got time from the batter as he steps out, gets back in. Barnes gets a sign from the windup again, kicks the leg, delivers. A little off speed there, bounces right behind the plate. His count will go to 2-1. And another fastball down Main Street there. 2-2 the count as Barnes is evening it back up. We'll look to see if he challenges or wastes one. He's got one to waste here with a 2-2 count. And Barnes with the delivery. Puts one down in the dirt. Trying to get the hitter to chase. It's a full count now. 3-2 here in the top of the fourth. And Clayton Barnes looking to retire the first batter of the inning here. Delivers one, and he gets him swinging. Good pitch from Clayton Barnes there, as that's a strikeout. As the guys will throw it around here and get set for the second hitter coming into the box, number 7 for the Lobos Gold. Great job from Barnes fighting his way back into that count, ultimately getting the strikeout there. As that one hits off the outside of the hand of number 7 there, as he'll be awarded a free base on the hit by pitch. And a runner on first now. Runners have been real indicative to go here within the first 2 pitches, as they'll be challenging Mortar from behind the plate. And number 4 from the left side will step in, as Barnes looking from the stretch now. Big lead from number 7 at first, looking to get a good jump as they'll check him back there. Good check back there from Clayton Barnes, the runner getting a big lead off that first. Got to keep him honest here in this type of game, especially when it's this defensive and it's this close at 0-0. Runner going to second. Mortar mishandles the ball behind the plate, as the runner will advance to second on a stolen base with 1 out here. 1-0 the count. As Barnes from the stretch again puts one down in the dirt. Block, good block there from Mortar as he keeps the ball around front home plate. Been something good to see here this week in Mortar blocking behind the plate. Been a steel wall, brick wall, should I say, back there. Barnes with a delivery as that one's fouled off, hits the plate, goes behind home plate. As 2-1 now the count. Runner on second, the shortstop just on Hurt, trying to keep him close to the bag. Good little lead over there as Barnes will step off, reset himself. 21 the count. Dylan Rodriguez shadowing the bag over at third base right now. As Hurt will retreat, going back over, and that ball goes into center field. We'll get a play at third, and the runner retreats back to second. Good back up there from the center fielder, number 27, Hudson LeBlanc. Let's keep the runner honest at second and check him back. 2-1 the count again. Mortar back behind the plate gives Clayton Barnes a sign. Barnes with the delivery at the plate. Good pitch there, just a bit outside. As the count will go to 3-1. Mortar tried to frame that one inside, just couldn't get it done. And a Lobos Gold trying to get something going here as that one's going to be just a bit too high. As the second walk of the game issued by Clayton Barnes, as we'll have runners on first and second. Stepping in number 23 now for the Lobos Gold with runners first and second. And that runner checked back to second now as Barnes is trying to keep the guys close to the bag with no free passes being issued. And a runner going to third there. Mortar clears the lane. Good throw, just a bit outside of the bag. As runners will move from first and second to second and third now. Julia, 1 or 0 out? 1 out or 0 out? 1? As Coach Hurd will take another mound visit here with 1 out down in the top of the fourth. Runners on second and third. And we'll have our first pitching change of the game. Good work from number 12, Clayton Barnes. Getting into the top of the fourth. He'll go 3 1/3. As Coach Hurt has everyone except for the left fielder and the center fielder in for this meeting. Again, good defensive battle here as looking to keep the kids' minds focused as well as in tune with each other. As Clayton Barnes, again, will be coming into pitch now. Looks like it's going to be number 3, Jason Hurt, as Barnes will go to shortstop. Riley. I keep forgetting. I don't know why, but I do. Nah, I was going the other way. I was going backwards the other way. Yeah. Sorry. As I stand corrected. Now, number 14, Benjamin Wilson coming in. It's a pitch. A couple of great plays out in right field for Benjamin Wilson as he'll come in to try to get the job done for the Lobos Black. As Barnes will still be out in the field. Coach Hurt looking to see who he's going to sub around and move around the field here defensively. me. Riley. I accidentally hit the wrong button. Sorry. Thank you. And coming to the end of his warm-up is going to be Ben Wilson here. Defensively, moving around now, we're going to have number 1, Kip Wallace out in right field. Number 3, Jason Hurt going over to second base. At shortstop now, number 12, Clayton Barnes. And getting back around the world of sports, end of the second quarter now in the NFL. The Steelers over the Bengals 7-6. The Jags over the Chargers 7-6 as well. The Bucks and the Bills in a barn burner 14-10. The Bills lead. Vikings over the Bears 3-0. Titans over the Texans 3-0. The Falcons over the Panthers 14-7. And the Packers on the board, but the Giants still in the lead 7-6. And we're back underway with Benjamin Wilson on the bump now. Hot shot there, fouled off. And the count will be 0-1 now. Again, runners on second and third here in the top of the fourth in a 0-0 game for the Lobos Black. Good part about that, they have the hammer. They'll be the home team. They'll be the last to bat. Wilson with a high shot there. Mortar misses the ball as that's thrown down the home plate, and we're going to have it out at home. Mortar originally misses the pitch just a bit high off his glove, makes a good recovery and a good throw back to Ben Wilson covering home plate to keep the score 0-0 now with 2 outs. It's 1-1, or I'm sorry, 1-1, the count 0-0 game with a great recovery from Mortar. As now a force out will keep this game at 0-0. See a little pep back in the step there from the Lobos Black boys in the field after that good play from Mortar to Wilson. Wilson just seems to be around all the spark right now as he'll come set from the stretch. Kicks a leg, good shot there, just a bit behind the hitter. As 21 the count, 2 balls, 1 strike with 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. Matthew Razzo at first, Jason Hurt at second, Clayton Barnes at short, Dylan Rodriguez at third, Gage Fetter, Hudson LeBlanc, and Kip out in the outfield now. That one just a bit too low. As that'll issue a walk. I was sorry, the count was 3-1. I apologize. As we'll have a runner on first and third now. As we get a call time here from the catcher, Braylon Mortar, as he'll confer with the infield. And he's putting a play on here to try to catch the runner at first, advancing to second. Up to this point now, very clean game for both sides. As a great effort from Clayton Barnes to start this one out, going again 3 1/3 into the 4th inning. As Wilson comes, checks the runner back at first. And we don't have a throw there. And Wilson getting set again at the bump. I missed it again, sorry. And Wilson with a good pitch there. That one just inside the black, catches the black there. As it is now an 0-1 count. Wilson getting ahead right here. 2 down in the inning. Lobos Black need to get this one to keep this game close. A good pitch there. And it looked like they tried to have a play on there. Ball down, though, as we've now got 2 runners in scoring position, a runner on second and a runner on third. Here, all you need is the out at first, though. Don't need to worry about the other 2 runners, as the Lobos Black looking to get into the bottom of the 4th with a tie 0-0 game. Wilson with a good pitch. Good block there as that one's in the dirt. As we're going to be running a crunch on time here. Umpire back looking at his watch, trying to verify the time. Wilson with the ball high, 3-1 the count now. As Wilson looks to put something over the plate now, defense has to be on their toes, ready for anything. And first base is hot for the boys now, as Wilson with a good pitch. That one fouled up high. And that one right at me here. Full up count now. This is what you pay to see when you come to these things. 0-0 game. Top of the 4th inning. Full count with 2 outs. 2 runners in scoring position. As Bill Wilson on the bump. Looking to get out of this jam he was brought into. Full up for Wilson coming from the stretch. Big pitch here for him. Kick, throws one just a bit high as he'll issue his first walk of the game. All right, bases loaded now, top of the 4th again. 0-0 game. Crunch time here for the Lobos Black. Good pitch there. High ball hit over in the left field. Gage Fetter with a good read on it, coming in, tracking it. And the Lobos Black will get out of that unscathed. 0-0 still the score. As a put out from Gage Fetter in left field. We'll keep it even 0-0 with the Lobos Black coming up to bat.
No? Okay. Thank you.
You better have it memorized by now,
As we should be coming back up to the top of the order here with Clayton Barnes leading it off. And Jason Hurd on deck. Great day of college football yesterday. Big upset with Oklahoma going over Alabama yesterday. A lot of Aggie fans sweating early in the morning as the Texas A&M Aggies pull off a historic comeback, 27 points, as they defeat the South Carolina Gamecocks 31-30. Right now around the NFL, barn burner still going on in Buffalo as the Bucks 17-14 over the Bills. Looking for the latest college football playoff standings to come out. College basketball going on as well. As U of H down here in Houston, if you're a big Cougar fan, hot start to the season, number 1 ranked to start the season, or coming into the season as well. U of H football doing a good job this season as well, looking for a college football playoff berth possibly if they can win the Big 12. As Willie Fritz coming from Tulane and Sam Houston State University doing a great job turning around that program. And stepping into the box now, number 12, Clayton Barnes, as again 0-0 the score here in the bottom of the 4th. A little off-speed pitch there, a little too low there for the umpire. 1-0 the count. Oh, Barnes self-defense there, trying to get out of the way, as it's 2-0 now. Doesn't look like there's any defensive changes for the Lobos Gold either. Same pitcher on the bump now. As that one's thrown into the dirt. Good pick there. And good frame job there from the catcher, as it's 3-0 is the count. 30 the count to Barnes. This will be a huge win here if he can get on. And that one down Main Street again. Looks like he had the take sign on. 3-1 the count. Looking to get a first base runner on for the first time in this game. Barnes with some wheels. Always a threat to steal as well, with Jason Hurt right behind him. Good pitch there. Bounced into the opposite batter's box. And Clayton Barnes with a walk of his own, as he'll be issued first base on a free pass. As Jason Hurt will be stepping into the box, number 3. Lobos Black looking to put some pressure on the defense of Lobos Gold. Bullpen action over on the other side of the field, as it looks like Lobos Gold will be warming up another pitcher to come in for relief here pretty soon. Barnes with a good lead from first. Hurt steps into the box. As third baseman creeping in, looking for the bunt sign there. Strike right down Main Street this time as well. And third baseman still playing well in front of the bag there, expecting the bunt, as that'll put a good hole in between third and short. Good swing there into the hole right at the shortstop. We'll have a 6-4-3 double play. And 2 outs now in the top, bottom of the fourth, at the top of the lineup. Coach Hurt looking like he wanted the hit and run on there to try to advance at least Clayton Barnes into second, as stepping into the box, number 1, Kip Wallace from the left side now. Strike 1 in on Kip. Oh, that one taken off the right shin of Kip, as he'll go to first base on a hit by pitch. And now stepping into the box, number 10, Matthew Razzo, looking to move Kip around here with 2 down. As they'll take a quick second to check on Kip Wallace, giving a second to walk it off. And Wallace looks to be doing good on first, as he'll stay on the base paths. And again, stepping into the box, number 10, Matthew Razzo, looking to do some damage here in the box. 2 outs now, bottom of the fourth. Great game so far from both sides. As coming set, number 24 from the Lobos Gold. That one just a bit too low. Hops behind the catcher, and that'll be a stolen base off of the pass ball from the catcher there. And a good, genuine lead from second there. Runner in scoring position for Razzo. That ball just a bit high. 2-0 the count now. As there's no better way to do it than do it with 2 here in the bottom of the fourth. Time's got to be an issue now coming in for the Lobos Black. Luckily, it's still a tie game. They have the hammer in this one. Right off the inside of the foot there on a foul ball for Matthew. And that'll be his first strike. Walks it off for a second down the first base line. Comes back, getting ready to go from the right side. Strong hitter, had a couple of good hits last week here at Scrapyard on the big field in the back corner.
Here we go.
Coming set, 2 outs here. Looking to do damage. That ball just a bit too low. Bounces at the plate. Good job from the catcher, keeping it in front. 31 the count. As we'll look to see if Razzle has a take sign or is looking for something to pummel here into the gap. Bring in Kip Wallace. Wallace with a good lead there. Razzle with a big swing. Just misses it as it's full up now with 2 down here in the bottom of the fourth.
3-2.
Razzle ready to go. Look at determination on his face as that ball comes across. Oh! And a called strike 3 there from the umpire, as we'll go now to the top of the fifth. 0-0 to score. Y'all are all just getting some sun right now, aren't you? I told you to go down there for more. I'm gonna go down. You're burnt already. Yeah. Your shoulder. Look at that. It's red. It's just gonna be the back of Riley's head from the way she's watching that phone. God dang it. Oh no. And we're back here with the great defensive battle between two Lobos teams, the gold and the black team, as it's 0-0 going into the top of the fifth. So far, so good in the world of football. Big fantasy day here, looking to make a push for the playoffs in most of your leagues. And as right now, Drake May having a good game, or had a good game Thursday against the Jets. As looking around the fantasy world, looking for some big performances so far, is Bijan Robinson putting up 21 points right now. He's got 75 yards with 2 touchdowns. Good job if you got him. Devon Acham with a good morning this morning, 16.5 points after 120 yards in Madrid, Spain. Texans defense doing well with 10 points. That looks to be it from the first round of games today in the first half. As we're set to go here again with number 7, Jet stepping into the box for the Lobos gold. The only reason I know his name is he's a friend of my son, Braylon Mortar. Ben Wilson with a good delivery there. Shot at third base into the hole. As the Lobos gold will have a runner on first to start this out. And as again, this is where it got started last time. Jet with a steal over to second. Going to challenge Mortar behind the plate here. Let's see if he can make a good play here. Odds are Jet's going to be going within the first 2 pitches. As Hurt coming in to talk to the pitcher real quick. Maybe looking for an indicator. As stepping into the box, number 24 for the Lobos gold. He's the pitcher for the other team. As Ben Wilson looking to get it done. Turns back to pick off. And a pickoff attempt. It's a good one. Just unable to get Jet down sliding at first. 0-0 count right now. No outs here in the top of the fifth. As Lobos black looking to keep a good defensive game going here and get something going on the offensive side of the game. Oh, he's got him picked at first in a pickle. As we'll have a pickle run down here. Wilson, Hurt's going to run him down here. Throws one over to first. Wilson covering, and we'll get an out. Good pickoff there from Ben Wilson. As you don't hear it anymore. When I grew up playing baseball, anytime you got in a pickle, somebody had to yell pickle. But a good job there from the Lobos executing that. As that'll be the first out of the inning. Gets the runner off of the base pass there. As no count here yet coming in. With 2 pickoff attempts, the old second one getting it out here as Wilson delivers his first pitch of the at-bat. Good curveball there. Slides right in there as it's 0-1 now. Second pitch coming. Throws the heat at him this time. Gets him off balance. Fouls this one off as it's 0-2 now the count. Good sequence there from Ben Wilson with a curveball and then a fastball. Now the world's his oyster. As you can do just about anything in this count. Challenges him there. That's the one thing you can't do is pluck him. As that'll issue a free base now. As a hit by pitch puts a runner on first. And we got courtesy runner coming in as Jet will come back onto the base path after the hit by pitch. Looked to be going back to the off speed, a little breaker, as it just didn't catch enough of his hand to break back into the inside corner of the plate. And a runner on first, 1 out now in the top of the fifth. Ben Wilson coming set, tries to pick him off again. And he's looking for a little of the same result as last time. Wild to see a 0-0 game like this. As a good stop from Mortar, leaping up to keep that one. Want to know the count. But that's just a testament to both of these teams and the way they're playing defensively. Good duel here from the pitchers as well, with Clayton Barnes going 3 1/3. Benjamin Wilson looking to close this one out. Comes off to pick him and just retreating back is Jet over to first base. Razzo on first, trying to keep him honest. Good pitch there. Braden looks to back pick him. There's 2-0 the count now. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out now in the top of the 5th. That one just a bit high as well. 3-0 the count. And we got a time call from the hitter there. As the sun's out, little breeze here in Spring, Texas. As again, it's just too hot to be the middle of November right now. And again, Benjamin looking him back. Looking to try to keep the runner honest at first. Razzo on first, trying to keep him held there. No runner there as that ball will be just a bit outside. And runners on first and second now. As stepping into the box, number 27 for the Lobos Gold. Runners on first and second, one in scoring position here. As Benjamin Wilson looking to keep a clean slate for the score. Wilson with a pitch that looked good. Misses just the outside corner as it's now 1-0 the count. And set, winds up, goes. That one just a bit outside as well. 2-0 the count.
Hey, 1 down, 13.
And Mortar back there trying to direct the infield. Looking for a double play here. Be huge for the Lobos black team. Wilson comes set, kicks the leg, throws one just a bit low. Good job by Mortar behind the plate to block that one. In bracket play, win and keep going. Losing, you're done. As the Lobos black, again, trying to keep this one even at 0-0 so they can have a walk-off opportunity as that one's just a bit high. And that'll be a bases-loaded jam now as we'll get a time call from Coach Hurt. And we'll have a conference at the mound with Coach Hurt, Benjamin Wilson, and Braylon Mortar as Gage Feder looks to be coming in to close this one out and get out of the jam. Excuse me. And as we'll take a brief pause here as Gage Feder gets warmed up, coming in from left field. And we'll see what the defensive subs will get going here from Coach Hurt. And just some more scores from the college football landscape last night. Ole Miss taking it to Florida 34-24. Texas Tech with a big win over Central Florida. Georgia beating Texas could put Texas outside of the playoff picture at this point. Oklahoma again with the upset over Alabama, trying to keep their playoff hopes alive. And again, A&M, Indiana, and Ohio State all with big wins as they look to make their case to get the first 4 byes. As Gage Feder getting his last pitch here. Feder coming into a bases-loaded jam. And step into the box for the Lobos goal. Looks like number 1. I think that's their catcher, if I'm not mistaken. No big leads here. Everyone looking to advance on a hit. Feder with a good shot there. That one laced down the left field line, just out of play, as that'll be a foul ball. As Benjamin Wilson goes over into left field, that's the only defensive swap right there. As Feder comes in, those two will swap spots. Feder coming set from the stretch. Big leg kick comes down. Good pitch there. Makes him swing there, as it's now 0-2 the count. Feder way ahead. Has a couple of options here. Big job for Brendan Mortar behind the plate to be a wall, trying to keep the Lobos from advancing and getting a free run off of them. Feder gets his sign, comes even from the stretch there. And we'll get a time call from the batter. As Razzo, Hurt, Barnes, and Dylan Rodriguez in the infield, Wilson, LeBlanc, and Wallace in the outfield. Big leg kick there, little shot, goes right up the middle of the infield. Hurt with 1 at second, and that'll be a good double play ball there. Gets him out of the inning. Jason Hurt with a great double play. As the 4-3 double play keeps it 0-0, as the Lobos Black are going to be looking just to scratch one across the board and win this one. Got to be getting close on time. Great play from Jason Hurt to recognize how close he was to the second base bag there and keep it scoreless here going into the bottom of the 5th. Good job by Gage Feder coming in and getting the double play ball. Coming into a bases loaded jam with only 1 out and a double play turned by Jason Hurt. Keeps the Lobos perfectly even here, 0-0, as we do have a new pitcher coming in for the Lobos Gold. That'll be number 17. So a lot of heat coming from number 24, who was the first pitcher into the game. As we'll get warmed up here and see what 17 is going to be offering. And step into the box first will be Mason Gunn. On deck will be Dylan Rodriguez. As we'll be looking to get those two on base to move them around. As again, a great defensive play. You've seen 2 double plays be turned today. 1 courtesy of the Lobos Gold, 1 courtesy of your Lobos Black. As just real quick, again, around from the world of sports, we've got NFL action going on right now with the Bengals and the Steelers getting close to halftime. The Steelers 7-6 threatening right now, trying to go into the half with a 7 or 8 point lead. Chargers and Jags at halftime with the Jags leading 14-6. Bills and the Bucks again in a barn burner, 21-7. The Bills over the Bucks going into halftime. Vikings and the Bears, Bears up 10-3 going into halftime. Texans and Titans already at half at a 3-0 game. Falcons over the Panthers right now 21-10, and the Packers and Giants are tied at 13 inside of 2 minutes. And Lobos Gold will come in to confer at the mound, getting ready for this bottom of the 5th. As again, a great defensive game here. Lobos Black going to be looking to get some offensive game going. As step into the box first will be number 19, Mason Gunn. He's been at second base and then was replaced by Jason Hurt after the first pitching change. So he should be coming in with a fresh set of wheels to move him around. Again, 1 run will do it for you here in the bottom of the 5th. Mason Gunn steps into the box again. Every pitch now means a little something more as the home side trying to get it done here and advance in this wood bat tournament presented by Dick's. And that one goes behind the batter as we'll go to a 1-0 count now for Mason Gunn. And coming set. That one right down the pipe now as it's a 1-1 count. Again, anytime you get a new pitcher coming in the middle of an inning, it's hard to see and recognize where he's coming, as he'll deliver another one. That one down and away, as it's 2-1 the count. So his timing is going to be quite a bit different than what the starting pitcher's was for the guys trying to get adjusted to it. That one just a bit high now is a 3-1 count for Mason Gunn, as he's looking to Coach Hurt for the sign. And we got a 31 count. Big base runner here if Mason can get on right now. From the windup, that one going to be over the middle of the plate there. Tried to sell it, was Mason Gunn. Full up now, 3-2 the count. And that's just been what type of game this has been. As that one's fouled off. A good job by Mason Gunn to keep himself in the count. As again, at this point, you just need base runners on the base pass to put some pressure on that defense as well as on the pitcher. That one just too high there, as Mason Gunn will be your winning run, advancing to first on a walk there. As stepping into the box now, Dylan Rodriguez, number 13. Third baseman steps in, as we'll look to see how Coach Hurt wants to run this now, trying to move a runner around with no outs. Big spot here for Dylan if he can move him. Big pitch there. That one inside. Gunn will stay put at first, as that's ball one. As we'll have a time call from the hitter. He'll confer with Coach Hurt real quick. As again, Mason Gunn on first, representing your winning run for the Lobos Black. A couple of good hitters in behind him right now with Dylan Rodriguez and Braylon Mortar coming in. Mortar getting off the slump bump, as with this wood bat tournament, he's collected a couple of hits here, looking to keep it going to move a runner around. Dylan Rodriguez steps back in. We're ready to go, as Gunn will take his lead from first. Big pitch just a bit high there. Look for the back pick as Gunn will retreat. 2-0 the count now. Getting ahead is such a pivotal part of hitting and pitching as well right now, with Dylan Rodriguez ahead in the count, 2-0. He'll swing and just miss that one barely, as it's 2-1 now. You put the pressure on the opposing side there if you're the pitcher or the hitter, if you can get ahead. Gunn with a good lead at first. Doesn't look to be going. As he'll take off now, and we'll have a play at second. That ball just behind him, as Gunn will advance to second on a stolen base. 31 the count now. Runner in scoring position for Dylan Rodriguez. Huge spot right now for Dylan Rodriguez, the third baseman, with Mason Gunn in scoring position at second base. As the kick and the delivery there just fouls it off behind him. Every inch and every centimeter matters now, as Gunn from second taking a good lead. Rodriguez steps into the box now, 17 on the bump now. If we can get Mason over to third base at any means possible, it'll be huge for Braylon Mortar, who's coming up. And that'll be a free base there, as the walk issued to Dylan Rodriguez will bring Braylon Mortar into the box with a runner in scoring position. No outs now. So as a hitter, the one thing you're looking for is don't drill anything to the third baseman. You want to advance that runner at second over to third base by any means necessary. So you want to keep anything over to the right field side. Mortar's had 3 pull hits here this game as he shows bunt. Has the runner coming. A big lead there. And he's down. Oh, he's off the bag. And we'll get an out call. And a shot at second. And we'll get a safe call at second. So it was a good call from Hurt, as he had the third baseman coming in. There's one down with a runner in scoring position on second. That's now your winning run. That's Dylan Rodriguez on second base. Mason Gunn advances to third, overslides on the bag. You don't see that very often, but it is a turf field, so you're going to get a little slippery every now and again. And the third baseman able to put the tag back on, and Braylon Mortar now into the box with a 0-0 count. 1 out now for the Lobos Black. As Dylan Rodriguez take a short lead over from second. Mortar set up in the back of the box. And that ball down and away. Ball 1 for Mortar. As Dylan Rodriguez, again, sitting around second base. Looking to be your winning run here. Mortar with a good drive into the gap will score him and win it. At this point now as a hitter, you're thinking, I just got to put the ball in play and move him over. That one just a bit too high. It's 2-0 now the count. It was a right call from Coach Hurt. Had the third baseman so far in that it should have been a free pass for Mason Gunn. Just that dang bag wouldn't go with him. That one right down Main Street, a little bit high there as Mortar offers at it and fouls it off. It's 2-1.
Got those foul balls back, guys?
And Mortar steps back into the box. He's at the back of the box, looking to make contact here and possibly drive in the winning run, at least advance the winning run. Only being 60 feet away. That one's way high, and we'll have a runner going to third. Throws over. And the ball comes out as it was a good throw from the catcher there. As we now have a runner at third base, 60 feet away. I'm sorry, this may be 80 feet. I can't tell how far the base paths are now. Braylon Mortar with a shot at winning this one. As a defensive shift coming over now, we're going to put the corners in to try to keep that runner held at third. Mortar just has to put the ball in play here over to the right side of the field, and you're going to have a good shot at winning this one. Only one strike on Mortar right now as he offers over. That one just a bit too high, and that'll be a walk for Mortar. As runners on first and second. Good aggressiveness on the base pass here from the Lobos Black team. As we'll get a courtesy runner coming in for Braylon Mortar, who's the catcher. It'll be Mason Gunn back out there at first base. You'll have the middle infield pushed back for the double play ball here as the corners will be brushed in. Gage Fetter steps into the box, number 34, looking to win it for himself. Ball in as Gunn will get a free pass over to second. 1-0 the count now. As Gage Fetter now has a free option here. All the infielders in, trying to defend this 0-0 tie they have going for the Lobos Gold, Lobos Black, which is your team. The home team right now with a big lead over from second is Mason Gunn. That one goes to Fetter. Fetter fouls one off of the right side to the first base line. Looks like he got jammed a little bit there. If you can just loop one over the infielders that are pulled in, you've got a good gap as the coach now brings the outfield in. So now a good drive pass all down the line will now score both runs. Here's the delivery from the Lobos Gold. Gage Fetter sets. Offers at that one, just misses it. 1-2 now the count. Has the Lobos Black trying to keep this momentum going. Big spot here for Fetter, trying to help himself out when he goes back out on the bump. As the center fielder holding the second baseman on. That one's just a bit too high. 2-2 now the count evened up. All the outfielders playing about 20 feet off of the line where the dirt would intersect with the grass. So they're trying to keep that runner at third from advancing home. As 2-2 the count here in the bottom of the fifth. 0-0 game. Gage Fetter in. Good offer there. Good pitch as that's a strikeout. Nothing wrong there. You'll still get another opportunity to knock a run in here as coming in now number 14, Benjamin Wilson. And the infield retreats as well as the outfield retreats back to their normal depths, as now they're just needing one out across the diamond, as Benjamin Wilson looking to put something into the grass here, into a gap to score Dylan Rodriguez. Chance moment here for all both sides involved. And we'll have time called by the batter, Benjamin Wilson here. Wilson steps back in. He's ready to go. As again, Mason Gunn on second, Dylan Rodriguez on third. Good lead from second for Gunn. Rodriguez over at third. Shows where he wants to go. As 0-1 now the count.
Go, Ben.
Wilson looking forward here again. Steps into the box. Has a long look at second and third from the pitcher. Wilson will find this one just a bit too high. 1-1 evens it up. Hudson LeBlanc waits on deck as he broke his bat in the last at bat. Again, big lead from second. Dylan Rodriguez with a lead from third, and we got another call time by the batter. Trying to loosen himself up, Ben Wilson. Big moment here for him as he's played great defensively, trying to be the difference maker here on the offensive side in the batter's box. Pitcher comes set, big kick, walks it off now. As both runners now retreat back to their positions, they'll get their leads coming up. Wilson will step back into the box momentarily. 1-1 the count still here to Ben Wilson. Long look at second again. Kicks up, delivers the pitch. That's just a bit high, and that's going to find a spot right at the right fielder, though. Wilson with a good piece of bat on it. As again, as we are now going into extra innings here, as the managers will come to home plate, and we will get the rules here momentarily of how we're going to execute extra innings. There's a lot of different ways to do it, and you can't. It's bracket. Keep going. Someone's got to score. There's a lot of different ways that teams do it. Going into the top of the sixth, Gage Feder will be on the mound still. Barnes over at short, Hurt at second, Razzo at first. Kip Wallace out, going into right field. Mortar coming back behind the plate. So there's different variations of the ways extra innings run. If you do an international extra innings, most of the time you're going to get a runner to start at second. And then once the runner starts at second, you will be charged with a 1-1 count. But everywhere does it a little bit differently. So right now the manager's at home plate trying to get the rules. And we're back at it here, going out to third base.
Extra innings.
I think the wilder part about this being extra innings is this is a 0-0 game. Nothing. Usually you'll get these at a 3-3, 4-4, 6-6 game. No runs have been scored. Great defensive efforts again. So what it looks like here is we will be getting a bases-loaded jam to start this off with Gage Feder on the bump. Braylon Mortar behind the plate. They're going to have to do everything they can to keep the Lobos black in this game. So again, the way this one will work, as you're seeing on your screen right now, you will have base runners on first, second, and third. If I'm not mistaken, you're going to start with an out too. Did he say they were starting with 1 out or no?
I can hear you. I heard another inning.
Yeah, it should be with 1 out.
Go. 1 out.
1 out. So, yes, we will start with 1 out here with the bases loaded. So, again, you're looking for a middle infield role here. And trying to protect that run. Trying to protect the run from third coming in right now as Gage Feder on the bump. And we'll get set with 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Feder with the ball that goes outside. Runner's going to come home. Mortar behind the plate. We're going to have a play at home, and he's safe. First run of the game is scored. Runners advance to second and third. Very aggressive run and lead there as that ball bounced almost back to home plate. Mortar turns and throws it to Feder. The runner just able to get his hand underneath the tag as it's 1-0 now for the Lobos Gold. Feder coming in now, trying to shake this one off as that's just a bit high. 2-0 now the count.
Okay, refocus.
The hard part about this is, as a kid, 13, 12, 14 years old, you have to be able to reset your mind as Feder delivers the pitch. And that's right down Main Street. A good job there getting back in the count. 2-1 now. But as I was saying, the hard part about it is you think the game's over. Boys got to remember, you still got to hit. You've got the hammer. You're going to come in with the bases loaded and 1 out. Very opportunistic time as they are very available to do the same. That ball's fouled off over behind the plate towards the first baseline. As 2-2 now the count as Feder evens it up. Lobos Black trailing 1-0 now. Looking to now get 2 outs here to advance themselves into getting a shot at tying this or winning this. Feder with a long leg kick. Runner's going to go towards home. He's going to look to get him in a pickle there. Nobody at home there to cover behind. Good job by Mortar just to walk him back. Full up count now with 1 out. Right, the runner over at third trying to put Mortar in a pickle there. Being very aggressive with his lead. As Feder comes out from the stretch. Big leg kick, getting ready to deliver this full count pitch. Good pitch there as that one's fouled up and behind him. And that's going to go behind the plate into the net. As that's a foul ball. Feder's got him off balance now with that off-speed pitch. As Feder delivers this one. Good shot there going down the left field line. Just a bit too far outside, and that's going to be a foul ball. Full count now. Runner on third again. Very aggressive lead coming in at Mortar. As Gage Feder looking to close this out and trying to get a good out here. Good pitch there, and that one's just going to be just a bit too high as he runs him back. And bases again loaded there. Loaded now. As again, the score 1-0 now on the top of the 6th. This game has been a marathon approaching 2 hours now that the kids have been on the turf. Looking to roll this up in the middle, just get out of here, being only giving up 1 run here is Gage Feder and the Lobos Black. Feder with a long leg kick again. Good curveball there. Oh, no. As Mortar throws one out in the left field, this ball's coming back at him, and that's going to miss. And 2-0 now the score. Runners again on second and third now. Again, that runner on third, putting the catcher, Braylon Mortar, in a pickle here. has a very aggressive lead looking for it as the infield moves all the way in. And that one's just a bit too high as it's now 2-0 the count. Morta gets down, gives sign to Fetter. Rodriguez over at third, trying to hold the runner close. That one's just a bit too high as it's 3-0 now the count. Two nothing again to score here in the top of the sixth as Fetter delivers this pitch 3-0. As that one plucks number 17 there. As Gage Fetter now, base is going to be loaded against the Lobos Black. Again, looking for a double play ball here that will end the inning as Coach Hurt will call time. And it looks like we're going to have another pitching change. Mortar and Fetter going to confer at the mound with Coach Hurt. Here's, again, a great defensive game from both sides. Good pitchers duel started this one out between Clayton Barnes and number 24 from the Lobos Gold team, as both relief pitchers coming in to some jams that they worked themselves out of. Good outfield play from Benjamin Wilson for the Lobos, as well as Jason Hurt with an infield double play. Lobos Gold turned their own double play as well as put with a put out over into the right field side, as we're going to have Gage Fetter staying in the game. And we'll get restarted here as the bases are loaded. Top of the sixth, 2-0 lead for the Lobos Gold. And a 0-0 count right now. Walking into the box, number 7, for the Lobos Gold. Fetter delivers this one just a bit high. Mortar does a good job to keep that one down. Big pressure moments here. Looking to see if the kids can capitalize on them. Fetter comes with a big kick there, throws this one. And there's a strike for Gage Fetter. Gage Fetter, 1-1 count now with one out here, looking for a double play ball. As that ball comes down, that one's a hot shot over outside of the third base line. As Gage Fetter now ahead in the count, 1-2. One and two count now for Gage Fetter and the Lobos Black. With the bases loaded behind him, looking for a double play ball or just to get the strikeout here. Good pitch there as he fouls it off. And the duel keeps going between Gage Fetter and number 7 from the Lobos Gold team. Fetter gets his sign, likes what he sees. And that one's delivered. A good pitch there, just a bit outside there. It's now 22 the count. Good waste pitch from Fetter there. Look to get him chasing. As Hurt and Barnes deep by the bag looking for the double play ball. Fetter delivers this one. It's a good pitch. A shot out into the gap there in left field. And that'll advance some runners. One run will come in. A big throw coming in as Morta does a good job to keep the runners where they are. As 3-0 the score now. After the single bases are still going to be loaded here looking for the double play ball. That one found a piece of grass in between the left fielder and the shortstop. Fetter comes set again. Number 4 into the box for the Lobos Gold from the left side. As there's a strike, Gage Fetter getting ahead early right there. 0-1's the count. Three nothing to score now. Lobos Black trailing here in the top of the sixth. Fetter with an off speed, tries to catch it and come down. 1-1 to count. Feder comes set. Big windup. Delivers that just a bit up and outside for the umpire's liking. 2-1 now the count. That one's just a bit outside. 31 now the count for Feder. As Mortar looks back, the runner at first had a big lead over there. Feder delivers that, gets a foul ball right there. There's a full count coming up for number 4. Hard part for the kids is going to be to understand when they come back into the dugout after this inning, they're going to have the same opportunity with a bases loaded jam with 1 out. Feder with a good ball there. That ball squeaks right by him. Hurt's going to have to make a play at 1 there. High throw there. Good job by Rezo keeping it inside of him. You're so red.
No, you're not red yet. You're actually I feel like I don't see it on your chest.
Feder coming set again. Base is still loaded behind him. Tries to get the off speed. That one's just a bit too high. Ball 1. And a 1-0 count now. Hell, I need to get some sun. Feder again comes set. Throws this one. That one off the top of the helmet of number 23. As score is now going to be 4-0. 1 out still here in the top of the 6th. And we'll get a time call from Coach Hurt as he'll go again, go talk to Gage Feder on the mound. And Feder will come out as number 13, Dylan Rodriguez, is going to come in to pitch. Try to work his way out of this bases loaded 1-out jam. And we'll let them get warmed up. All right, I got to pee real quick. Here. You can talk if you want, Lila.
Where's the phone? Where's the phone? He has the phone though?
Over there. No, he's using Braylon's phone.
Oh, he just saw his phone.
Yeah.
Welcome back to my ASMR. First, we have a watermelon bottle. Oh, I don't know where the phone is. Oh. Anyways, my amazing brother is number 21. He's the catcher. I mean, I guess he's cool. I guess.
Wait, is anybody actually on this live? Yes.
So my name's Layla Gary. Please follow all of my socials and make me famous. My brother's 21. The baddie catcher right there. Yep. Yep, he just caught the ball.
Wait, who's on there? Like Nina on there? Huh? Like Nina on there? I don't know who's all on there.
I don't know who's on here right now.
Like our grandparents up there have children.
Hello to all parents, grandparents, siblings. Braylon's GG.
Gigi's watching.
Hello, guys.
That's an area what's happening.
So basically, the pitcher's about to pitch to the catcher, and the catcher's gonna catch the ball. And number, who is that?
You got it for a second?
The batter, number 5, is about to swing the bat.
Terrible.
See, he was popped up and quick, ready to throw that ball. Take this back.
Sorry about that, folks. That was my oldest daughter, Layla. Trying to get her career started off here. Dylan Rodriguez on the mound now. What's the count? Was that the first pitch?
Wiley's watching because she was putting up to dead faces.
Good job there from Dylan Rodriguez. as he evens up the count 1-1. Sorry about that, folks. I had to take a bathroom break. As this 2-hour marathon game that we're approaching, Rodriguez with a good pitch there. That one popped up and finds a piece in front. That ball's going to be thrown over to the cutoff man. As another run will score there for the Texas Elite. Lobos Gold. It's 5-0 now. Is that what they have? Make sure I didn't miss any. Oh, 6. I missed one. Sorry about that, folks. The score is now 6-0 with Dylan Rodriguez on the bump. Still in the top of the 6th there. 1 out. As 0-0 count to start this one off. Rodriguez with a long leg kick there. Puts one out. Good swing there. As Rodriguez gets a swing and a miss. As it's 0-1 now. He's ahead. And Rodriguez shakes the sign. Gets a good one he likes there from Mortar. Long leg kick again. Good pitch there. Just a bit low and outside there. It's 1-1 now.
I'm trying to make sure you get
Lobos Black going to have an opportunity to try to tie this up. As Rodriguez comes back to the stretch. Long leg kick there. Throws one up. That one's going to be just a bit high. 2-1 now the count. We have now officially eclipsed the 2-hour mark for this game being underway here. Maybe one of the longer games the boys have played in quite a while. Rodriguez with a good pitch. Going to be just a bit short and low. 3-1 now the count for Rodriguez. Rodriguez set again, delivers the pitch. This one catches the top of the zone from the umpire as it's 3-2 in the count. Full up now for number 24 stepping into the box. And it's great to see other baseball parents around as Rodriguez with a good pitch there, just a bit too high and outside. That's going to be a walk as a run will come in. 7-0 now the score. And stepping into the box, number 7 for the Lobos Gold. And Rodriguez kicks. Finds a good pitch there. A little flare of the hands there from number 7. Fouls this one off as it's now 0-1. Rodriguez up ahead. Mortar back to chase this ball. There's an odd run for Mortar there. Again, middle of November, and I've got my arms out trying to get some sun on them. Wild times here. Rodriguez with a good pitch. That's going to catch the zone. 0-2 now the count. Rodriguez way ahead. No. No. And Rodriguez from the windup here now. Gets a good pitch over there. Just misses the outside of the zone. And 1-2 now the count. As you've got Gage Fetter now at third base, replacing who came in for him to pitch, Dylan Rodriguez, working into a 1-2 count right now. As Rodriguez will come from the windup there. Long leg kick, puts this one down. Good pitch there, flared off by Jet. As that's a foul ball. Staying alive in the count now at 1-2. Rodriguez comes set from the stretch this time. Big leg kick, holds the runners off there. Good shot there, right at the first baseman. Raza with a good play as he will get an out. Much needed out there for the Lobos. With Matthew Raza with a good play over at first. 2 down now.
The movie we're trying to watch, Mom?
As the starting pitcher, number 24 for the Lobos Gold, steps into the box. Nobody on first. Runners on second and third. Rodriguez with the kick. Delivers this one over the middle of the plate. High pop fly. Going to go out of play there. Down the first base line. As that's strike one again as Dylan Rodriguez has come in. And Rodriguez with a big breath. Long leg kick there. Delivers one. It's going to be just a bit low. 1-1 account now. And here we go. Dylan Rodriguez on the bump. Big leg kick. Holds the runners there. Good swing there. Goes down the left field line. We're going to have a possibility of a play there from Gage Feder. Good catch up against the fence. And that'll retire the side. It is now 7-0. 8? Oh, yeah, I missed that one. Sorry. Gage Feder with a good catch there up against the fence with just enough room. As coming up to bat now will be number 27, Hudson LeBlanc, with Clayton Barnes on deck. Good part of the lineup for them, flipping it over. As it's do or die now, as it's 8-0 here. As again, the last 3 outs from the last inning will be the 3 runners that are on the base paths. So trotting out to second base will be number 34, Gage Feder. Going over to third will be number 21, Braylon Mortar. Hudson LeBlanc coming into your view right there, getting ready to do damage at the plate. And it looks like going over to first is going to be number 14, Benjamin Wilson. So again, the rules for this one, bases loaded, 1 out to start. Eight to nothing. Guys are chasing 8 now. As this will be the last pitch of warm-ups at number 17. And we're set to get underway. Stepping into the batter's box now, number 27, Hudson LeBlanc, broke his bat in his last at-bat. So he'll be trying to do it here with a new bat. And on third base, number 21, Braylon Mortar. That's a very important run to get this thing going. On second, Gage Feder. On first, Benjamin Wilson. 0-0 count now to start for Hudson LeBlanc and the Lobos Black. That one's up in the zone there as it's 0-1 the count. LeBlanc set in the box. 17 comes set. Checking the runners at second and third that are in scoring position. That one just a bit up and inside there. It's a 1-1 count now for Hudson LeBlanc. And the catcher back directing traffic a little bit, looking to put something on here. As LeBlanc is in the box, ready to go. Long look to second. That ball's down to the middle. Swing and a miss there from LeBlanc as it's 1-2 the count. Aggressive lead from third is Mortar. Looking to go here. LeBlanc lays off of that one, and it's 2-2 the count. That one up and outside. Standing in the on-deck circle is going to be number 12, Clayton Barnes. Again, great part of the lineup to flip it over and do some damage here. And he has a foul tip there. Hudson LeBlanc staying alive here, just trying to put something in play to advance some runners, scratch something across the board. And that one's going to get him down. As 2 outs now. Clayton Barnes steps in. Base is still loaded with 2 outs. As the Lobos Black now have to do it with 2. It's do or die time here. Long look at third. Staring Mortar down there. That ball just a bit outside there as it's going to be 1-0 the count now for Clayton Barnes. Jason Hurt in the on-deck circle. Hoping to get his opportunity to drive something in here with Clayton Barnes in the boxes. This one's just a bit. Catches the outside of the black as it's a 1-1 count now. Good change of pace there from the pitcher, number 17. A couple of change-ups there in the last at-bat, now throwing some heat. That one right down Main Street for Clayton Barnes, down to his last strike now. And the last strike for the Lobos Black. 1-2 the count now. Bases loaded, 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. And this game approaching 2 hours and 15 minutes of play time here. As again, just a marathon for the kids. And that one's going to be up and catches the corner of the zone. As the umpire rings him up looking. And that'll be the end of it here. 8-0. Score not very representative of how well both teams played defensively. 0-0 going into the top of the 6th. As the Lobos Gold team takes this one and will advance in bracket play here. Hopefully everybody enjoys the rest of their Sunday afternoon watching some football.